Oh, Guru, doesn't Rachel look amazing in her Indian attire? They're all celebrating Diwali. Oh, she looks so gorgeous.
Fact, she is in India. Can you imagine?
I know. And I just saw all the girls dressed up with mang tikas and they're looking so beautiful.
Emma,
What's this? Oh,
Mexico. Maria, I met her yesterday. Bonaire. Oh, beautiful. She's Finland. Finland 14. Vietnam 14. Australia
oh.
15. France 16, 17. Beautiful, everyone of you. Beautiful. Wow. Colombia. Brazil. Chile. Guatemala just now. No.
oof,
No Ecuador.
Emma.
What was this? That's not how you evaluate the first impressions. Don't you agree, Guru?
Well, I think they need to see how the pageant gurus evaluate the girls on their first impressions. Should we do it, Emma?
Abs- Absolutely. Let's do this, Guru. Let's show them how it's done. Stay tuned.
छाया आसमां में देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमां में देखो झूमता गगन ज़मीं आसमां पूछ गया झूमता गगन संग मेरे झूम ले जहां ये कैसा नशा प्यार का समा वही समझ में आसमां होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा कैसा नशा होश है कहाँ होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा
Happy
Happy
Diwali!
Diwali! Namaste, everybody, and welcome back to our channel. We are the Pageant Gurus, and we are doing a special Diwali episode for all our viewers in India and around the world. And Miss Universe time, finally, Guru, we have reached one of the best, one of the biggest, and the final pageants of the year. How are you feeling?
We have just, we're still absorbing and relishing in the great victory, not just for India, but for pageantry in itself. And I don't think we got even enough time to rest. And we thought
No.
we'd take some time out, but not really because it is Miss Universe time. In fact, we are lagging behind. The girls are already there in Mexico. The first day of registrations and fittings is already done. But today, what we are going to do is one step back and try to catch up. So today is all about the headshots. So headshots are the first impressions of the delegates that we got because yes, we've been following pageants here and there. We knew certain people have won, but now it's a level playing field. So if you go to the Miss Universe app, you will see all these lovely ladies. In fact, 128 as we speak, the highest ever in Miss Universe. And we've looked at the headshots and purely based on the headshot itself, nothing else. In fact, we assumed we don't know iota of what the girls represent, what their stories are, what their accomplishments are. But how does that picture talk to us? Is there something that is hidden? Is there a mystery? What is the alluring bit that wants us to look into her eyes? All those considerations purely not just that but also the lighting, how the movement or what the pose is, all these really really make a lot of difference because first impressions don't come again.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Guru. As you saw in the beginning of this video, Kunan had her way of showing her reaction to the first impression pictures, but we are going to show you how we feel. Guru and I have our personal favorite for our own reasons, we might agree on some. So let's see if we do. We have top 25, and we're going to start with 25. And then obviously, this is in ranking order. And let me remind you, this is just on the pictures. We probably just know the girls' names, and that's it. And if we do know something, we're not going to share it yet
Some not even
because there's going
names.
to be way more stuff coming from this universe.
To be
Yeah,
honest, for some, I
probably not
don't
even
even
names.
know the names.
I,
But
I, I think I know just the favorites, a few of my names, and
But
but we
I
are not going
think
to tell
this
you
is also an
more.
opportunity where they are known by their countries. So,
Exactly.
it's the sash is about their countries. So yes, we do know their countries now for sure.
I'm extremely happy because we saw some new countries coming up, and they are really cute girls, and I'm so happy to see that. So I really like the fact that many countries have got
One
back into
mandate that was
pageantry,
given to the
and
Miss Universe organization,
yeah,
like the way you have in Miss World, 100 plus countries. But for the last couple of years, Miss Universe number of contestants were going down, down, down. So
yeah,
their
yeah.
business expansion team really have worked very hard, their business development team, and we see a lot from the continent of Africa. So that is another change that has seen, you've seen almost three times more contestants from the region of Africa. And one more thing, Emma, this time the Miss Universe organization is going to divide the entire globe into regions, and basis that
Regions,
people
yes.
are going to move forward.
What we see in
And
Miss World
all
as well, they do
I
that.
think
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
have. So they used to have about seven
Hmm.
categories. Even in supranational, if we saw where you have, Miss Supra Asia, which we've been winning all this while except this year. Uh, in Miss Universe, they used to have just four regions. And what they used to do is they used to club Africa and Asia together. So you can imagine it used to be a bloodbath because India, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, and South Africa
Yeah,
used to be the
yeah.
only one that used to stand out. So she used to get clubbed. But
Right.
in editions where they were very good South Africans or Asians, we suffered. So this time, what they've done is by increasing the number of African delegates, now Africa has its own, has been defined as its own region. So that's going to help us. Plus, I think
And
Asia and Middle East, I
absolutely
think they've been
powerful girls
combined.
from Africa this time.
If we look
Yeah.
at the
So
delegates,
I'm really excited. The zonal thing makes more sense because it's going to be equal. It's going to be like, I'm guessing they're going to do what Miss World is like, maybe two or three girls from each zone. I think it's going to be very fair, and I hope to see fair judging because we saw fair judging in Miss Grand for the first time. I'm going to admit it. I was very happy with how the judging went, and so far it's been fantastic, and all the girls are looking happy.
I
So I
don't
think
even think, that's a problem of judges. I think our girl was so powerful that if the judges would have done anything else, they would have really been hit hard.
that I mean, India would have not let them sleep the night if that had happened.
I think they
But
should
so
be
if you
thankful
look at the other
because
girls as well who were pretty strong, you
all
know that the judging was. I think for that
fair,
reason,
fair,
it went
very
off
true.
well.
No,
Um,
totally, I think
um,
the consensus has been that they've been happy with Nawaz's final winner after a long
hmm,
time because each time, yes, the winner might be right, but the second, third, fourth, fifth used to just go haywire.
would just
No?
go, and now I'm actually seeing that the fifth runner-ups are actually wonderful, and they're all enjoying themselves, and they're all equally treated, and you can see a lot of sisterly love with Indonesia and India still being there, and it's so adorable.
Oh
So
God,
I
we
mean, I'm gonna say I did want India and Indonesia to be top two.
top
I mean,
two.
come
Yes.
on, guys, I love Indonesia. Why are why do you not show your love to her? You can see that
I
love
see.
exists even now after winning.
Like they're
You know?
holding in the press conference. I'm happy that Indonesia is with India so that she
Yes,
also gets some sort of sisterhood
yes,
compared to
they both.
its universe where you only have one winner, then
Getting the same
used in one.
exposure. She's also
Yeah. So this time the
absolutely. I think it's
continents,
lovely.
this time the continents for Miss Universe are Africa, America and the Caribbeans,
Hmm.
Asia and Oceania,
Hmm.
Europe and the Middle East. So
Okay.
I think they've got a more equitable distribution of countries, and
Europe and the Middle East. Did you say
yeah,
Europe and the Middle East?
Europe and the Middle East is what they've combined.
They've combined it together.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
Interesting.
let's
I
have
think I know who's going to make it from Europe and Middle East. I have an idea. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to our top 25 first look impressions because I know you guys must be super eager to know who caught our attention. Guru, you're going to
okay.
start with
So
your favorite at 25.
number 25 is Miss Philippines,
Ah,
Chelsea Manalo. So I
yeah.
love the fact that it's a very understated elegance in which the mood has been shot. She's very clear. The skin is very consistent. The eyes definitely speak.
Hmm.
So I think it's one of the better compared to the others that I had in the list. I think she did quite well there. The only pet peeve was that I wish they would have lighted it. The lighting could have been a little more sharper and brighter, so that you can see the glistening of the skin which she has. So
Hmm.
for that
Hmm.
point, right now she's at number 25.
Okay, and number 25 for me is Miss Malta, Beatrice Najoya. I'm going to share something about her because it's absolutely unbelievable. She's 40 years old, and this girl is stunning. And it inspires me to, I mean, I'm not going to tell you my age, but then my God, she's at 40, she's a mother as well, and she looks so gorgeous in the the lighting. I just feel she's all set for Hollywood. I think I want to see in a very powerful movie, and I think she can represent a powerful a woman in that role. She's got all of it. I don't know. She's just amazing. So she's at 25 for me. All right, Guru, who is at 24 for you?
At number 24, I have Miss Nepal. Uh,
Oh
she
my
is,
God. Okay.
yes, she is Sampada Timarin. I'm not getting her name,
Mhm.
but yeah, Sampada. And I do feel this time, she's so young, she's very youthful. And I think that youthfulness, in a very demure way, if I may say, is represented through her headshot. Nothing out loud and nothing out there and fancy, but there's a
Yeah,
serenity, there's this bit of
natural.
calmness,
Yeah.
which makes you just want to wonder and just keep looking at her. So it is for me, Miss Nepal.
Nepal. 24 for me is a Miss, one of my favorite countries, and they're going through a lot now, so I'm sending a lot of love to them. Is Miss Lebanon. Her name is Nada Kusa. She is very sweet, very pretty, and there's something in her eyes that caught me. I think there's a lot of sadness and a lot of passion as well. I think that this is a personal reason why she's there. I really sympathize with this country a lot right now, and I'm happy to see. And she's gorgeous. Regardless, she's gorgeous. I love her hair. I love the translucent skin effect that she has. It's very pretty picture, very emotional picture for me. And you see her, you'll find a lot of emotions in that. So for me, it's definitely Miss Lebanon. Who is at 23 for you, Guru?
Okay, for me at 23 is Miss Malta. So I think she's extremely photogenic. I think the way she has showcased herself in that picture is very ethereal. At the same time, notwithstanding, yes, her age is definitely a factor that makes you want to have her in your list. But I think she does extremely well there. So yeah, number 23 for me, Malta.
Number 23 for me is usually I've never seen a girl like this from this country. It's Panama. Her name is Italy Mora. I'm sure she has maybe she was born in Italy. It's kind of obvious. She's very young. I love her. There's this innocence in her face, very soft. And she's got a bob. So I do love girls who have a different hairstyle. That is not something that you'll always see in pageants. She's got a pretty bob and she's very beautiful, actually stunning. And very natural. I could see an energy with her, which is not made up or like trying to do a power look or like a Craig look, which you usually see very soft, very demure, very dainty. So yes, the Panama for me at 23. Okay, 22 for you.
Well, at number 22 is Miss Venezuela, Irenia Marquez. Uh, I do, and I wished I would have put her higher up. Yes, I know she's a mom. I know she's super fit, but I just felt that the face structure, I think, did not, I think it was a bit too sharp. It's
It
not one of
didn't.
her best looks. She could
Yeah.
have a much more
Hmm. This
softer
is not,
and yet
yeah.
powerful look. I couldn't find that in this specific headshot. So for that, number 22, Venezuela.
Okay, for me at 22 is Miss Philippines, Chelsea Manalo. I have put her higher up. I do love her. The fact is, I do love Chelsea a lot, and I was happy that she won. And then the way she balanced the crown, I think we all fell in love with that moment. Like,
It was one crown in one.
and yeah, so I'll always see how sweet she was when the crown was balancing on her head, and I absolutely love her. Yeah, I agree with Guru. This picture is not her best. I think a lighter lip color would have suited her a little bit. There is just something off with her makeup, but I love her. So yeah, she's a 21 for me. 20, sorry, 22 for me. All right, Guru, who's at 21 for
For me,
you?
21 is Miss Argentina. The leopardess, the look on her face, the expression, the sharpness, the lighting, and even the curves, and even she's done a side, pose where her shoulders and the way they should be a straight line, and it's spot on. Very well taken and at the right moment captured. The lighting angles are perfect. The lighting on her face meshes well with the entire body, because sometimes you see the face is all well lit up but doesn't really match. So I think kudos to the photographer. And I love her dress as well. She looks that she has power. The leopardess dress with the halter neck, it looks really nice. So yeah, it is Miss Argentina.
At 21. Okay, and at 21 for me is I don't know how she's gonna progress, but I do love her. It's Miss Thailand. Suchata Chongris Chongsri Chongsri Chongsri. Okay. I think this picture is beautiful. She has these little flowers in her hair, and she has a very natural smile, not much of makeup, not a glamour shot, but a very sweet picture. I think she looked absolutely amazing. Maybe not what Miss Universe wants as in first picture, but I loved it. So it's a little lower for me, for that reason. But Miss Universe Thailand is one of my favorites this year. So yeah. Okay, now we're moving up to top 20. Who is at 20 for you, Guru?
Eh, You know, uh, as you had mentioned, a lot of new girls and new faces we've seen this time. And this time, what really caught my attention was Miss Bonaire. So,
Bono. Okay, okay.
it looks that she's come from a Sunsilk or a, shampoo ad. The hair, even the waves in her hair, it's so modest. Um, I just felt that somewhere her dress could have been a little more fitted to her. It's a bit loose. Otherwise, she would have gone higher on my list. But yeah, Bolna, not to really forget, because she also participated in Miss Supranational. Not Miss Supranational, Miss Grand International last year. She was actually wearing a flamingo as her national costume. I still remember she stood out even then. So yeah, for me, it is Bonaire is the next.
Okay, and for me at 20 is Miss India, our own Ria Singha. I do have like, there's something with her eyebrows. I do have a problem. I just feel it was a little thinner on top. It looks very bushy. And for some reason, I mean, she's a stunning girl, but this picture, if you look at it, it just feels too airbrushed for some reason, especially the hair bit. And I don't think anybody's looks like that. And it's just coming off a little, too much Photoshop for me. It didn't look as natural as the other girls. And I do like her styling that they did in Vietnam, where she was at this event and
Yes.
then she had a little side bang with a she looked gorgeous. I think she should consider wispy side bangs a little bit. I think it'll soften her face. She's got a broad forehead, so I think it'll look good. So I was struggling with this, but I do. I mean, of course, I am supporting India, so she is at 20 for me, unfortunately. All right, now we're moving up the ladder, and who is at 19 for Guru?
Again, a new country for me, Miss Bulgaria, the lady in red, so red hair. She reminds me of Denise Quinones, Miss Universe 2001. Loved the boldness and the simple, bold colors. There's red,
Yep.
there is her skin color, and there's black. That's it. It just stood out, compared to the rest of the pack. So yeah, for
Yeah.
me, Bulgaria is next. What about Emma?
Surprise, surprise. Okay, so at 19, even I do have a redhead, but I had to pick one out of the two redheads that I saw. I chose Miss Honduras. Her name is Stephanie Cam. I think she was the slightly better redhead. I think the Bulgaria was a little too bold, too rocky, too goth, I guess. So I think Honduras in this picture is stunning, absolutely stunning. It's her hair and her eyes. I think the way she poses, it's like she's very womanly, and it just sparks. I don't know anything about this girl yet. I'm not sure how she's gonna progress, but the whole makeup and the coloring and the light peach lips with that red hair was, oh my God, I loved it. I thought she looked much stunning than Guru's choice of redhead, but we both have redheads, and I'm very happy about that as well. Okay, now we come in. Who caught your attention, Guru?
She is Miss United States, Alma Cooper. I think this is one of the best headshots that we've seen from the United States for a very long time. It's not overly done. There's this very casual vibe to it, a very Miss Universe vibe, if I may say. If I look at, and I'm just by looking at it, I know it's done by Fadil Barisha. Uh,
Mm.
you can feel the flare and the air passing through her hair, even if that's a phrase. So, and very, very modelesque face cut. I
Mm.
think she stood out for me. Yeah, Miss US Alma Cooper.
18. All right. For me, at 18 is one of my favorite countries. I always kind of put them up. Is Miss Universe Great Britain, Christina Chalk. It's very natural, very sweet, and I don't know. I need to know more about this girl. I'm sure she has some Asian roots, because they it clearly just shows. Extremely pretty girl, very sweet, very soft, not too much of the glam bot thing going on. I think it's subtle beauty, absolute subtle beauty. I think she's absolutely stunning for me. I do love the way they've styled her. Very simple, just a black tube, and that's it. No jewelry, no makeup. You can't see any jewelry that she's wearing, and it's just her face that speaks. So I think I love that simplicity to it. So for me, at 18 was Great Britain. Okay,
Okay,
number
so number
17.
17, Namaste Diwali time is for Miss India. So she
Hmm.
is at number 17. Definitely, she has been working on the smiles bit. So you can see that she's flirting with the camera. But to Emma's point, yes, it just looks a bit too over processed, especially the hair part. I wish we had such
Yeah,
hair in India.
yeah,
It's
we
not
don't.
the case.
I mean,
So,
look at me.
because that's
We're using Adivasi hair oil to grow our
the
hair.
biggest scam.
We, unfortunately, we don't have hair like that. But
And
yeah,
I was
continue.
happy with the whole projection she was giving, other than her hair, which could have been just toned down a bit, and you could
Mm.
really give her the flair in her hair. I think right now it just comes as a plain black wash, like the way we do whitewashing.
Yeah.
It's just done using a marker pen. So I think that is
Mhm.
one part that I would have wanted to see the flare in the way the lighting hits the hair, and that portion should have been
Yeah.
captured. So
Yeah.
I think it's not her fault. It's the way the camera has processed
Mm.
this, over processed for me. But otherwise, yes, she is making waves in Mexico as we speak. So number 17, Miss India. Good luck.
Mm.
Okay, who's next?
And me at number 17 is Miss Germany, Pia Thiessen. I think I think that name right. I think she's like Vava Woo. When I saw this picture, I was like smoldering looks, absolutely smoldering. I love the natural effect of the beige tube she wore. A hint of a earring, and that's it. And that face and that look, that pose in her eyes. My God, I love those eyes. Icy blue from what I can see. I think it just looks very stunning, very powerful, very, 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 very seductive look. I think this just got my attention, like when I saw Germany. So yeah, for all those reasons, I think this is a fantastic headshot. Love how the hair is played out. You can see each strand of the hair. That's why I love it. Like what Guru just said and what I told about India earlier. It's just so like shoe polish on the hair. Like you don't know what's going on, but I can see each strand of this girl's hair. It's very natural. The fan was probably blowing when they took the picture. Beautiful. Stunning click. Germany, you are at 17 for me. All right, Guru, who is at
I
16? We're
think
getting close to the top 15,
the
guys.
I think
Okay.
the whole game to bring Germany continues because for me at 17 is Germany. So yes,
Oh,
very, very
thank
close.
God. And we connect. We are soulmates. We connect. So we
Yeah,
got this.
Germany, spot on. This is exactly what I felt between Germany and India. I would have
Hmm.
wanted to idly push her up, but for me, the moment I saw Germany, okay, it's very clear that the
Hmm.
photographer knows what he's doing, knows the angles, and knows how to, it's like manifesting. You get something and
Hmm.
then you manifest.
Yeah.
That's something that I see clearly in Germany. Amazing headshot. So, what about you, Emma, at number 16? Who is it?
This is a new country. I was very happy to see this girl because I think she's so bubbly and cheerful. Is Miss Universe Eritrea. I hope I said that correctly. Her name is Snit Tiwoldimedin. We'll call her Snit. She, I don't know, I loved it. I loved the fur thing that she had on and the earrings, and then she has these lovely eyes. I don't know who she reminds me of. I can't remember. Maybe South Africa during Miss World's time. I just don't remember. But she has that cute face and fresh. And I love her hair. I love her complexion. Looks absolutely stunning in this picture. She wore white, which is perfect for her. Um, and you know this is also kind of airbrush, but not as airbrush as India's picture. So you can see some layering to her hair and a texture to the hair. So it does look good, and I'm surprised because this is a country we don't really hear of, and she looks beautiful. So absolutely, for me, Eritrea, I do feel she just might make it at least in the first cut. At least, let's see. We don't know, but at 16, she's for me. And who is at 16 for you, Guru?
Me at number 16 is Miss Somalia, Khadija Omar. She's 23 years old, and what I loved about her picture was the strength in the photograph. It's simple. She's wearing her hijab, she's in white, she's looking into the camera, very, very self-assured. There's nothing trying to overdo or trying to, sanitize anything. This is her. It's not that she's using that as a prop to make a statement. No, it's when things become usual, when people don't say this is your USP and you've become a part of the background. I think that's what she's trying to say. I'm just not someone other than you. I'm a part of you. I think that's what I felt when I looked at this, and also the creases, along the whole.
Yeah.
Right, I think that was very clean, and because those can be a bit hodgepodged up during these things. The way the what do we call silver in English? The curve,
Please.
the pleats that are falling in very neatly done, and at the same time, you still look into her eyes. Sometimes what also happens is that the color of the eye is not the same as the white that you're wearing, so that white is also telling well. So that makes her at number 16 for me.
Okay,
15,
and
sorry, 15.
15, 15. That was 15 for you. Okay, and number 15 for me is someone super famous. I think a lot of people know her. Logina Salah, Miss Universe Egypt. I mean, she's one of, I mean, Winnie Harlow, everybody knows. And then, of course, now we have Winnie Harlow, yeah. And of course, Miss Universe Egypt. She is also one of the famous models with vitiligo, and she is absolutely stunning, very powerful, and she speaks brilliantly. I mean, I've been following this girl for quite a while. And I know that definitely she is gonna make the first cut. And yep, she is at number 15 for me. And I think she's gonna remain there even in the final night, probably. But yeah, okay. So who is at number 14 for Guru?
Uh, Number 14 is not a stranger to the limelight. She is Miss Slovakia. So Miss Slovakia was also part of Miss Supranational, a very tall, statuous supermodel.
Mm,
She's there in Miss Universe as we speak. Just her face, the edgy look, and the fact that how she's contrasted it with black, which is a difficult color to pull off when, especially, you want to give a softer feel to
mm.
the photograph. I think that really worked well for Slovakia. So yeah, that's for me number 14. Very editorial. So
Yeah, the 14th for me is this girl who is absolutely gorgeous, but also has the same name as me. Her name is Emma Avanesian. She is Miss Universe Armenia. She's got these beautiful black curls, so natural. It looks like it's just windblown. Beautiful smile. I mean, I know that she's probably had the work done on her lips, but I don't know, it just all works. And she's very attractive. Her eyes are just like headlights. I think she is a stunning, stunning woman. I don't know much about her. I'm going to be obviously in future episodes learning more about these girls and making our list a little more detailed for you guys to know. But Armenia, guys, take a look. She is a womanly woman. I mean, very, very pretty. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. I would say she's womanly beautiful. So yeah, those curls, natural curls, that disheveled look. The hair is just, it's not perfect. The hair is just blown over. I loved it. It was so natural and absolutely beautiful, the picture. So yeah, Armenia is for me at 14. Who is at number 13 for Guru?
getting difficult.
Hmm. Mm.
This is Miss. 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 This is Miss Dominican Republic. You know,
Oh,
she,
wow.
she is,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, there are
I'm
some
shocked.
looks that
Okay, go on.
make you feel that, there's something very, very Miss Universe about her. I do feel this is also could have been done by Fadil, but I'm not too sure. But I think she's worn the same evening gown as when she had won Miss Dominican Republic. Her eyes are very soft, even though she's very, some of her facial features can be very harsh. But I think it's really toned down to make it look very glamorous and very soft. So I think uh, even her lip color, I just can't take my eyes off her. It's like she wants to tell her story. And if you look away, you're not going to listen to that story. So I think that there's something very intriguing about her eyes and the look that she's giving. It's not a stare. It's not like, the Honduras where she's like the thing. It's there, but it's not
Mhm.
overpowering as well. So I think from that point of view, the photograph does well. So
Yes.
yes, at number 13, Miss Dominican Republic.
Okay, and at number 13 for me is a Miss Belarus. Her name is Eleonora Kachalovskaya. Kaya.
क्या बोल रहे
Kaya.
हैं
Wow. Mm. Okay, now why I love this girl is she gives me that can't explain. She's got that Reese Witherspoon look, and I love her eyes. I think the one thing that caught my attention is her green, I'm guessing gray green eyes. Very, very pretty, very natural. And I don't know, I just thought that for a blonde, from a country that I usually never pick up for anything. I mean, I think this is absolutely beautiful and very natural. I love her eyes in this. I think that's what caught me. And it also looks like she's topless because if you see the picture, you really can't see where the dress begins or ends or starts. So, very, very, very beautiful. So it's just a perfect nude look. In every sense, even metaphorically, it's the perfect nude look. So this is what I loved about it. It's sexy without trying to be sexy, but it was very sexy. So yes, I Belarus, take a look at her, guys. I mean, yeah, she's something. Yeah, okay, girls. So we are now very close to our top 10. So okay, who is at number 12 for
This
Peru?
was
12. Hmm?
this was between two countries, but I just feel it's Miss Thailand. Miss
Ah,
Thailand,
okay.
yeah, it's at number 12 for me. I think again she doesn't make it very clear as to if she's wearing something below or not. It's just the flower that really gives a bit of softness. It felt like she is just, at the beach side enjoying herself, or she could be in a temple, a Thai temple, or she could be in Honolulu for all you know. But I think the whole vibe is very healthy. It's a very clean, it's a very radiant, it's a very wholesome photograph without trying
Yeah.
to overcomplicate things. I think simple is beautiful, is what she's trying to convey. So, Miss Thailand at number 12.
Number 12 for me is, well, I'm just going to say one thing before I introduce this girl. I'm still having the Nicaragua hangover because it's Miss Universe Brazil, Luana Cavalcante. So she is got that Nicaragua thing, and I am still got that hangover, and we're all in love with it. So she does look gorgeous. I love this picture. I would have not liked that flick on the front of her face. I think it should have just been a little smooth, and that's it. Let it go. Again, you can see airbrush on the hair, so again, I can't see the natural strand. It's just too perfectly packed. You don't see little flyaways. So flyaways are good when you're taking a picture. So yeah, just let it be. Her dress is pretty, but then again, I think her face is absolutely stunning. I do think Brazil is very strong this year as well. So she's someone you have to notice. But yes, just that little lizard tail thingy, get rid of that. I think it's an absolutely
That's
impeccable.
is true.
So Brazil for me. Who is that?
She is Miss Ecuador. She is the I know what you did. The eyes are saying with that smile, that this smirky smile at the end, which is again saying that, I know what I'm doing, or this is your Miss Universe. I think that look, plus the fact that, the twinkle in her eyes, the hair color matches the color of her eyes, which is
Mm,
hazelnut.
mm.
The lips is just not, a shocking red that distracts you. It's all in the thing. And even the way she just put her hand, here on her shoulder, and it doesn't look contrived. It looks effortless. It just looks like this is how it should be. Because some girls, they position it in such a way that you feel it's forced. That wasn't the case with Ecuador, but beautiful, alluring, and keeps you magnetized, to be honest. So yeah, Ecuador.
Okay. And at number 11, okay, I'm gonna get cheesy with this, but it is a red hot chili. It's Miss Universe Chile. Okay, Amelia Didis, I think her name is. Oh my God, this was just a red hot chili. Paprika. I mean, that's what I got from her. Absolutely hot. The look was meant to be hot. It was meant to be seductive and absolutely powerful, and she nailed it. So that red, the earring, the lip, and the I'm guessing it's a stole, it's part of her whatever, could be just a duvet, we don't know. But it looked amazing. I think Chile was stunning with this hot look. Um, when you want to do a glamorous look, well, yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you nail a red lip. She did a bold red lip, and I think it absolutely worked in her favor. The Miss Universe Chile is at number 11 for me. All
Yeah.
right, Guru, we are finally up to our top 10. So who is at number 10 for you?
So
Who is
again,
getting
this is a complete utter surprise, Miss Turks and Caicos. She is one person that made you feel, hello, is this Miss USA? Because that was the quality or standard of the whole photography. Very simple, very clean. The way she's looking, off her shoulder, even the hair looks real. It doesn't look airbrushed, but the
Hmm.
curls are just falling so beautifully. She also reminds me of Crystal Stewart for some reason. She has that look and that power in her eyes. At the same time, she's very, even the shoulder, it's a difficult shot to take and for people to comment easily that this isn't working right, when it's not the normal face, but you're doing a pose, looking back, there are so many other pinpoints or areas that one opens up for discussion. So she put herself out there, but it just all blends in so beautifully. And yeah, she's definitely in my top 10. So yeah, top 10, Miss Kirks and Caicos, Rain Mears.
Okay. For me, at top 10 is Miss Universe Colombia. Usually, I never put a Colombia, but this girl, I don't know who she reminded me of. The bottom half of her lip kind of reminds me of Jennifer Aniston, and the top part reminds me of Jennifer Lopez. So I had to kind of slide to look up. So it's got Jennifer Lopez and Jennifer Aniston. Guys, tell me if you agree on this. Her name is Daniela Tolosa. Okay, now this was sexy. The only cleavage I've seen, and it looks topless, and she's holding it. I was like, oh my, that was a very bold look, very naughty look, and I think it works. Natural hands, like you don't see long nails and natural fingers. It was just so stunning. I think the whole thing, her hair is just, it is airbrushed a little bit, but it's natural. But then I think that whole nude naked look with that beige makeup and the subtle lips, lovely. I think the makeup is spot on with this. She is very gorgeous, and I think Miss Colombia is probably going to be one of my top 10 favorites for this season. So let me know if you guys think the same as well. Okay, now we are up to number 9.
Number 9 is Divine for Miss Great Britain, Christina Chalk. So she also
Ta-ta-ta!
is a Filipina. She had participated in
Yeah,
Miss
yeah.
Philippines this year and moved on. So she's the second Filipina for me to have made it in this list. Very, very, it's a very stable look. There's this look that makes you feel that she's in control. Same thing with
Yeah.
the hair. For example, if I'm doing this, it looks so weird, but she's doing
Yes.
the same. It looks like a swan. Of course, we're
Yeah.
not comparing, but it's just giving all of us a view as to how things to be made to look effortless takes a lot of effort, and to capture the right moment at the right time. She somewhere gives me also the feeling that I'm looking at Celeste Cortesi. For some weird reason, I'm finding there are
Mm,
some similarities between her and hers, probably the eyes bit. But yeah, it's commanding. It's even the hair, the way it's just falling like a cascade. Really nicely done. and skin, as always, is glistening. I think this look really would have worked wonders for her if she would have had this look at Miss Philippines. But I think she's peaking at the right time. So yeah, Great Britain at number 9.
Nine. All right, at number nine, I actually bumped Venezuela off for this girl because I didn't like Venezuela's look. Something was a little too, I don't know, it just did not fall right for me. But this girl, I mean, is again quite a looker, but she gave me Penelope Cruz this entire time as Miss Universe Cuba, Marianella and Cheta. So I don't know. I just got Penelope Cruz
Oh,
from Sex and the
that's
City, and if you guys seen the movie, you see that her little cameo. I don't know. She just gave me that look from her. I would prefer she would smile. I don't think this was the best picture for her in terms of how she worked her mouth. It was a little open and, but oh my God, it's something very stunning about this girl. I love the color, that light lavender, beautiful on her skin. And she has a long neck. I'm guessing she has a very long neck. So yeah, I would love to see more pictures of this girl. So yeah, I actually have skipped Venezuela this year for Miss Cuba. So let's see if I get it right this year. All right, it's number eight. And who's at number eight for you, Guru?
number 8. I have Miss Peru, Tatiana Carmel. She is 30 years old. She has participated in Miss International a couple of years back. And I love the fact that, one is the way she's looking at you.
Hmm.
It's though she's not looking at you, but there's this look that makes you feel she's looking at you. Plus, her hair color and the way it shows, it's not over the top or gigantic. It's a very, how should I put it? It's a very clean look. You can feel that clean vibe, but at the same time, you can get a touch of the intricacies in the way her gown is stitched and those embellishments, that whole row.
Yeah.
And it's not the normal
Which country?
Peru. And her
Peru.
eyes, again, very, very, there's this mystery about her eyes. I wish probably the angle on the nose somewhere is a bit distracting to me, but other than that, even the way the hair is, falling behind her shoulder, done in a very neat way. I think for me, that's why she is at number 8.
All right. For me, at number eight is quite a stunner. I mean, I think this picture is amazing of her. Is Miss Denmark, Victoria. I can't pronounce her last name, but it's, I think, Yer Tailwig. She is absolutely gorgeous. What caught my attention was her eyes and her gown match, and it's this light, subtle green. It's like this. I mean, I can't even explain it. I think it was just an absolute eye attack when you look at this picture. It just captures you. It's nothing much. Her hair is very 90s, I guess. I guess that's coming back, but the eyes and the entire look of it, very attractive. I think she's stunning. She reminds me a little bit of Miss Brazil, Miss Grand Brazil with her eye look. So I'm guessing that we might see a little more poses that resemble her as well. So I think she's absolutely stunning. She's another blonde that is just absolutely sparkling. I want to see how she is in other pictures. I mean, I haven't seen much about this girl. I don't know much about this girl, but let's see. For me, it's Denmark at number eight. We're getting very close to a top five. And who is at number seven for you, Guru?
Well, let me continue. It's Miss Denmark.
Oh,
Yes.
yes!
And in
Okay,
fact,
soulmates.
she had this very, we've met her, do you know?
We did
Yes.
in Bali.
Yes. So she was Miss Grand Denmark.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So we met
Okay.
her.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think, yes, pictures do justice to her. So if the pictures are great in person,
Hmm.
she's also there. In fact, she was in top 20 of Miss Grand 2022 when it happened in Indonesia, and she did extremely well for her country because Denmark
Hmm.
otherwise does not have queens that actually get into the first cut. So it was great to have her, and equally
Hmm.
great that we're going to see her in Miss Universe this season. So yeah, Miss
She's
Denmark is
absolutely.
at number seven.
I think there was something in me that was like, yeah, I know I like this girl. I don't know why, but there's
देखी
something
लगती है देखी नहीं लगती.
Okay, Guru. All right, and for me at number seven is a girl. You gotta look at this picture because I just got one energy out of it. Was Kate Middleton. It's Miss Universe Netherlands, Faith Landman. Look at this picture, and Tell me it doesn't remind you of that Kate Middleton thing. I don't know. I just thought she was beautiful. The eyes, especially, is stunning. There's a hint of this. I think it's an off-white ivory satin dress she's wearing, and the hair again. Why I love it, natural. There's no airbrushing to the hair. You can see the strands. You can see it's not perfect. It's not supposed to look perfect, and that's what I love about this picture. Very natural. I love her eyes and her eyebrows. And here's where the eyebrows work. All this a little thick on the thicker side. It works for a light hazel eyes. Absolutely stunning girl. And she gave me Kate Middleton vibes. And that's why Faith is at number 7 for me. Absolutely, without a doubt. Okay, and who is at number 6? We're getting so close to top
Number
5. Who's at number 6,
six
girl?
is Miss Brazil. Yes, she gives us Miss Nicaragua, Shanice Palacio vibes.
Mm,
That's the reason she's there, partly because I think,
mm,
and also the reason why she's not in the top five is also because she looks like Shanice Palacio. Because sometimes, an existing winner is a good thing and a bad thing. It helps you to connect, but then you have to really beat that look. And I still
mm.
remember the portrait or the headshot for Shanice last year, where she was in, I think, powder blue, and she's just looking at you with I think that was iconic. So that was the reason that she's there in my top six. But as you rightly mentioned, that C on her hair as a strand was just a bit trying to
Yeah,
look different, and that really did not land as good as it would have had if we didn't have a Shanice, and then this came as a first look. Then
yeah.
different. But having said that, we have our inning queen, and she's definitely made a mark. So yeah, for me, at number six, it is Miss Brazil.
All right, and for me at number 6, of course, the host country, Miss Universe Mexico or Mexico, Maria Fernanda Beltram. She is gorgeous. Okay, we have nothing much to say. It's absolutely gorgeous, fantastic picture, and she's actually having a full smile. I don't think any of the girls have done a full smile, and she actually is. So she has lovely teeth as well, which I noticed. And you know what? I do feel the hair was airbrushed a bit, but it works. That hair color is perfect on her. I love the hair color. And I'm trying to get that for myself as well. So, well, the first thing I saw this, I'm like, I'm going to take this picture to my hairdresser. And I'm like, I want that hair. I want that hair color. It is so beautiful. Her eyebrows are spot on. You can see the strands. You can see it's not too, penciled in. So you can see a little differentiation of the colors from the eyebrows and where it's thinner. I think it's very natural. So I love whoever clicked this, Guru would probably know. Spot on. Very pretty. Very, very natural. Even though she took a risk and she smiled and didn't do a glamour shot, I think it absolutely paid off for Mexico at number 6 for me. Okay, Guru, we are now to a top 5. Who is at number 5 for you?
What should I say? Well, she is Miss Nigeria, Chidima Adestina, and she is 23 years old. And yes, we know the whole reason why she ended up eventually winning Miss Nigeria. She came from South Africa, and then the whole controversy, and then she moving,
Yeah,
getting
yeah, there was a
right.
whole lot of, yeah,
That's one reason why she's more noticeable compared to the others because of what I know of her. But more
yeah.
importantly, what really stood out was if I compare her headshot with Philippines, you can clearly see two
Mm,
things. The eyes are so much more powerful. It seems as if she's there to take revenge. She's there to make a
yeah.
point, and she has unfinished business at Miss Universe. So that's one. The second is the lighting, which was my second uh, pet peeve against what Philippines did. The lighting really works well for her. Her skin is glistening, it's glowing. So without trying to overcomplicate things, no airbrushing, just simple look, and that look kills you. It gets into your soul, and it kind of stirs you. So for that reason, she is finally cracked my top five at number five, Nigeria.
Number 5 for me is somebody Guru loves, but put her much lower on his list is Miss Dominican Republic, which I would usually not do. I do love her. I think I do have one peeve in this picture is that her lips, she has a darker lip liner and a lighter thing. It looks almost like a mustache and some angles and looks very manly.
Muchi.
I don't like that look. If you have beautiful thick lips, just leave it a light, subtle color, a nude pink. But when you do this, too much of a light and a dark differentiation, it just does not pop. It looks awkward. I think this girl is stunning. I would have preferred this gown not there in the picture. If it would just be a topless look, it would have been much better because she's got such a beautiful face. The gown overpowers her face and her look. And but she's stunning. I just could not take my eyes off her. I mean, I know this girl is gorgeous. She's gonna be pretty in every picture. Yeah, she's there rightfully for me at number five. Dominican Republic is going to be one of my favorites this year. Usually, I did have a favorite last Miss Universe as well during Albany's time. I think she was also wonderful. So, yeah, we having strong girls from Dominican Republic. Take a look at this girl. I absolutely adore her. Anyway, we are now getting very close. Who is at number four for Guru?
So for number 4, we have one of my always favorite country, Miss Puerto Rico, Jennifer
Mhm.
Colon. I can't believe this girl is 36 years old. She is looking hypnotic. I love the freshness in her face. At the same time, the delicate earrings that she's wearing are really complementing the whole look. At the same time, she's already a mom. Uh, I don't know. There's something very mother of pearl look in her face. Plus her eyes. I love the color of her eyes. And at the same time, I don't know if it's velvet or it's suede or it's jeans. I don't know what she's wearing as a dress. It's something that really helps because of the fact that it's textured. You can see the shadow of on the texture itself that really helps. But there's this whole silver look to her, this glow. I can't keep my eyes off this headshot. So yeah, number 4 is Miss Puerto Rico.
Okay. And as we connect again, number four for me is also Miss Puerto Rico. Usually, I never miss Miss Puerto Rico, but
Yes.
she is also number four for me. Jennifer is stunning. I mean, what can I say about this girl? I mean, yeah, she's like a mom, and I mean, she's very junkies, Did you notice? I think that's like the modernized junkie look, what she's wearing. So that's the first thing that also caught my eye. She's stunning. I mean, she looks like a powerful woman. What I got from this picture is a powerful woman who will know how to speak her mind and stand for herself. That is the energy I got from this picture. That is exactly why she's there. And I think for all the right reasons, Puerto Rico is gonna definitely be a contender for the crown. I think a lot of girls are gonna get a lot scared with Puerto Rico this year. Usually I never say it, but this year I'm saying it. Puerto Rico, absolutely stunning and super powerful. So watch out, girls. All right,
Okay,
so
now
now we're finally up to our top three. Guru, who is at number three for you?
Taken her name earlier, she's Miss Colombia. The fact that there's something very girl next door, effortless, because I know I've seen her when she won. And what I felt that time, she was a bit too strong. Her eyebrows and that look was a bit too sharp. What I think they've done extremely well is to soften that. And I think she looks just as amazing as any Colombian that we've seen. So she keeps the flag of Colombia high. She is at my number 3. What about Emma? Who's your number 3?
Number three is one of my favorite contestants this year who's won, and I just absolutely love her. It's Miss South Africa, Mia Leroux. I love her, and the thing is, she's the one who has got a headshot that shows most of her body. I love that lovely satin. Um, I'm gonna say it's like a pale beige, pink. I don't know what it is. It looks
Jazzy colored.
yeah, I love that color. I think this color suits Indian complexions as well so beautifully. So I love that dress. It's like killer. It's so simple. Her hair is lovely in rolls. But you know what catches me in this picture? It may not be a great one, but the fact is this woman's energy. I mean, I can hear her speak. I can see her aura. I can feel her energy. That's what's powerful. It's not just a picture with makeup and a good photographer. It's also your energy and how your personality comes out as well. And that just comes out in this picture from Miss South Africa. I love her. She is absolutely my favorite this year. So she is at number three for me. All right, this is it. We are up to our top two.
Good Lord.
I didn't have, when
Me,
I was making this list, it wasn't difficult for me. I just wrote the first two first and then I completed the bottom list. I want to know how Guru did it. Okay, Guru, who's at number two for you?
for me, number two is Miss Finland, Matilda Weitauvaun. She's 24 years old, very strong. Europe is coming extremely strong this year. Very edgy. She is, she's short hair, but you don't get reminded of Shanice as the way we did for Miss Brazil.
Hmm.
Her neckline, the shoulder, the gaze, perfection. Even the earrings, for that matter. And she has this beauty spot here. She's also not covered that, so it looks very real. And yeah, even the color of her eyes, the green and gray, I don't know. Even her earrings, the mother of pearl, it's
Hmm.
really pretty. Very, very well done. I'm so happy that Europe is finally showcasing its
Absolutely.
status. And I would love to have Miss Universe hosted in France one day. That will be
Oh my God. That would be amazing, seriously. Um, okay, so for me at number two is a sweetie. I mean, I absolutely love this girl. When I first saw her, is Miss Portugal. She is Andrea Correa. You know, it is such a natural picture because she's smiling, and I love her hair. I love her curls. I love the highlights on her curls, and I love that it's not airbrush. You can see the curls. You can see the texture of her hair. It's so full. It's beautiful. The earring, stunning because she's wearing this elaborate gown, and I think white is her power color. And I just absolutely, there's something about this girl is just, I think she is gonna be a super bright, bubbly, cheerful, person on stage. And I would love to see how she's gonna perform in all these rounds we're gonna see in the coming future as well. I love Portugal. I think she's also one of my top favorites. So she's definitely there at number two for me. Whew, I love her. I think she could be a winner just by this picture. so, so don't get angry with me, guys. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, Guru. Now it's number one. Who is at
already
number
taken her
one?
name. She is Miss Chile for me. Emilia.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yes, I think the red, the power red, it looks like she's this very, very like royal queen. Not even, I don't know.
Mhm.
It's like she's a Hollywood star.
Mm.
This one, oh, this one. She
Yeah,
looks,
yeah, we can see that. Yeah, yeah, I know.
it
I
is
saw
like
this. I was like, God,
even
she
the
would.
red, you don't know what is this. Is it just a wraparound? Is it one of those, big ball dresses? Has she lifted it
Yeah,
up? Look at the color of a lipstick. It's not those shiny one. There's a bit of madness, there's a bit of wholeness. Even that small sparkly earring, and all with that gleaming eyes, that laser eyes, as if she's going to burn you. Like
yeah.
this is one picture that made me feel okay.
Yeah,
This is like
this
black
picture
swan,
was
white swan, and the red swan. She's the third category.
exactly. She was 11 for me, Guru. You know why? I had this concern that this picture nailed it. Other pictures will not be so good. Sometimes it happens when I've seen with some girls. So that's where I was like, okay, probably if it's too good in the first one, there might be a trouble with the ones which will follow. Okay, are you ready to hear my number one, Guru?
Of course. Is it in
It.
my list anywhere?
Yep,
Or
yep,
it's a
yep, yep. No, 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 it is
there.
in your list. Very happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is Miss Universe Finland.
Oh, absolutely.
Matilda,
Good choice.
Vitavori, this girl, oh my God, Guru, whatever you said, I mean, and more, it's absolutely stunning. The first time I've seen a platinum blonde bob, powerful girl, absolutely bold. And I do remember seeing a reel where Kunan is just looking at her, like going on, looking up and down at her. She's like stunned at her. We've not seen a look like this. So natural, so beautiful, fantastic eyes. I love the earring that she has in this picture, just blends with her hair. And gorgeous. There is something so amazing about her. I think she is my favorite of this competition as of now. And you're very right. Europe is coming very, very strong this year. And I'm so happy that Europe is sending such amazing girls. And, it just might be Finland's year this year. I hope so because I would love to see that beautiful crown on this beautiful hair. Oh my God. I think it would look stunning. Are we seeing a change of crown, Guru? Speaking of the
Yes, there is a
crown.
new crown as well. So I'm sure with the power politics, the force for good crown will finally say alvida to that as well.
I hope so, because that's been a cursed crown, and I
Because
would
I think
prefer.
the feedback that people have given, it looks too small. There are crowns of runner-ups. If you looked at Cosmo's runner-up crown, is bigger than this Force for
Ah,
Good crown, and it
I
hasn't
think
done
you
well for
must
its
have.
winners. You've seen
No.
Arnaz, thankfully did not wear it, but you saw Arbini all over the place, didn't know what to do. Nicaragua was left. Had to.
Not
She has
looking happy.
no place to
Not
go.
really looking happy with her. Yeah.
The whole
So
fiasco of she doesn't have a place to be after this in Nicaragua. She can't
yeah, where
allow
is
her.
she going to go? Like, yeah.
So it's like you're not you don't know where you stand, right? So I hope this new crown comes with a lot of blessings, with comes with a lot of goodwill for not just the organization but for the person who is wearing
I'm
that.
not really bothered with the organization. I think the girls need to be secure in their reign and be happy in their reign as well. I do feel Seychelles is looking very stressed, and I don't. I think her glow has gone away from day one. If you look at her now, her glow has completely gone away. So there is something fishy with this organization. We all know about it, and we hope to see a new era with the new management take over. Let's see what happens. Tumultuous reigns for our girls, and I hope the new one and the new management changes, and we see fair judging. Um, I would want to see Finland win the crown just by this picture. So, and a pretty crown on her, that pretty hair, and the oh my God, have you seen how she walks? And she plays the piano. She was just playing Imagine from John Lennon and singing. I was like, my God, girl, I need to do research on you. I need to know more about Miss Finland. Anyway, so I think this was an amazing episode to shoot, because we had a lot of girls to choose from, and we were very happy we had so many amazing girls to choose from. In fact, we were going to do top 15, then I was like, I cannot squeeze it to top 15. I said top 30, then we said top 25, because it's just so many amazing girls, but then we had to squeeze it in, and we didn't want this episode to be too long, so we chose on top 25. But trust me, we're going to have a nightmare to finally pick our final favorites and predictions. I'm sure of it, Guru. I think it's going to be, but I think there are a lot of strong girls from countries that we've not seen before, and I would love to see them shine. So, well, yeah, I think that's it for this episode. But we have a lot coming up this week, Guru,
Oh,
don't we? Aren't we be covering more pageants this
day
season?
every day of Miss Universe is important. So there's a daily coverage with events and dinners and whatnot. So there's always a update you can expect anytime. But more importantly, we have Miss Earth coming up very, very soon. And let's hope what we can do about it. We don't know much about every contestant, but we know somewhat a lot of few contestants. But we'll see how we can do it. Probably like last time, we just came live and just see what the pageant is going to show us that day. So happy to be a part of this pageant phase, which is full, absolutely packed. But yeah, it's tiring as well, but no complaints.
No, no, I think it's been exciting. I mean, even though we have very busy schedules, but we're finding time to record this. Even today's Diwali, this track is going on, and we're going to get started with our own festivities. But we took our time to quickly record this one for you so that you guys be updated and just know that we are definitely keeping an eye on the menu going on. And of course, we will try and cover the Miss Earth pageant with a live reaction, because we know just one or two girls that are probably our favorites, of course, which is Miss Belgium, Elizabeth Victoria Raska. We're sending all our love and our positive energies to you. So, yes, we are keeping an eye on you as well. So, let's see what else we cover. I think there's Miss Charm coming up. We might just do a little review, and we might take out a pageant news episode like we do usually. So, to cover all the ongoings that we're probably not able to cover as well. I think that will be the best way. And of course, well, having a wonderful Diwali. I mean, today's Diwali, guys. All of you in India watching, please don't light crackers. Enjoy yourself, have fun, and try to cuddle your puppies and your kittens and keep them safe from the fear today, like I'm going to do with my baby right now. Guru, are there any crackers where you are? Are they burning crackers? They already started here.
No, there are certain areas of the city where there is full Delhi style celebrations, but not here. So looking forward to a
Good.
peaceful.
So your
Yes.
baby's safe today. My baby is in the mood already. I have to cuddle and put some music on to mute the noise from outside. But we're sending a lot of love from the pageant gurus to everybody in India and the world. Happy Diwali. Be safe. Be blessed. Have a beautiful festive season coming up. And of course, stay safe and Well, we'll be back soon. So till then, shukriya.
Yeah.